Hey everyone! In this tutorial, we're going to break down those this scenes in Alight Motion. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial, so even if you are a total beginner, you can follow up along. You can get all the assets and the project file from the link in description down below. First, add a shape layer to your composition. Next, change the shape color. You can use any color you like. Create a text layer and type, "Where do you call?" After that, change the text color. Again, you can use any color you prefer. Just make sure it looks good with your background. Once your text is ready, go to Effects and search for the Text Transformation effect. Apply the effect to your text layer. Now copy all the settings exactly as you see on the screen. Don't worry about understanding every value right now. Just follow the same settings, and you'll get the exact result. If something doesn't look right, you can make small adjustments until it matches the preview. At this point, your basic text effect is complete. Now let's animate it. Create a null object. After that, connect the text layer to the null object so the null controls the animation instead of the text itself. Now move to the beginning of the timeline and add your first keyframe. Then go to the end of the timeline and add another keyframe. Next, open the graph editor. Adjust the graph exactly the way you see on the screen. This step is important because it makes the animation much smoother and more natural. Take your time here and try to match the curve as closely as possible. Once you're done, play the animation to preview the result. If the movement feels too fast or too slow, you can always adjust the graph or move the keyframes until you're happy with the animation. Finally, add one more shape layer. Change its color to white and place it exactly where you need it. And that's it. Your animation is now complete. Now add all the images and arrange them the way you like. Take a moment to adjust their position until everything looks clean and well balanced. If you want to use the same images, you'll find the download link for all of them in the description below. Now select all the image layers and apply the parenting helper effect. Open the effect settings. Set scale to normal and change rotation to locked, exactly as shown on the screen. Once you're done, repeat the same settings for every image so they all have the same effect applied. Now create a null object and place it in the center. Adjust its position if needed until everything looks correct. Next, connect all the image layers to the null object. This way, you'll be able to control all the images from a single layer. Now go to the beginning of the timeline and add your first rotation keyframe. Then move to 1.33 seconds and rotate the null to 80 degrees, just like you can see on the screen. Now open the scale property of the null. Move to 1.21 seconds, add a keyframe, and adjust the scale to create a smooth zoom out effect, exactly like the preview on the screen. Once the animation looks good, it's time to add the text. Create a text layer and type Home. Now adjust the text size and position until it fits perfectly with your design. After that, duplicate the first null object and connect the Home text layer to the duplicated null. Finally, open the graph editor and adjust the graph until the animation feels smooth, just like the one shown on the screen. And that's it. Your animation is now complete. Now, add an image and adjust its size however you like. You can also follow the same size and position I'm using on the screen. Now add your first keyframe at the beginning of the image. Then move to 3.4 seconds and add another keyframe. Create a smooth zoom in and zoom out animation, just like the one you can see on the screen. Once that's done, open the graph editor and adjust the graph exactly as shown on the screen. Now add a shape layer. Set the X value to 640 and the Y value to 92. Then increase the radius all the way to create smooth edges, just like the one shown on the screen. After that, create a null object and parent the shape layer to it. Now add a keyframe at the beginning of the timeline. Then move to 2.47 seconds and add the last keyframe exactly as shown on the screen. After that, adjust the graph editor to make the animation smooth. Now apply the glass effect. Copy all the effect values exactly as shown on the screen. Next, add the smoothly bevel effect. Again, keep all the values exactly the same as the ones shown on the screen. After that, apply the inner blur effect and copy all the values exactly as shown. Now add the gradient shadow effect. This part is very important, so make sure every value matches the screen exactly to get the same final result. Now create a text layer and type, "The question on this generation just." I'm using the SF Pro regular font for this text, but you can use the same font if you want the exact look. Now adjust the text until it looks perfect. Next, apply the text progress effect. From the options below, choose Type In. Then adjust the keyframes exactly as shown on the screen. After that, parent the text layer to null 3. Finally, apply a soft glow effect to the text. This will give the text a subtle glow. Just copy all the effect values exactly as shown on the screen and your final results. Now add an image layer and place it wherever you like. You can also follow the exact position I'm using on the screen. Go to the beginning of the timeline and add your first keyframe, then move to 4.27 seconds and add the last keyframe. Now open the graph editor and adjust the graph exactly as shown on the screen to make the animation smooth. After that, add a shape layer. Set the X value to 360 and the Y value to 121. Now increase the radius until you get smooth edges, just like the ones shown on the screen. Next, add the keyframes to the shape layer exactly as shown on the screen. Once you're done, open the graph editor again and adjust the graph to match the animation. Now create a null object. Parent the shape layer to the null object. Then add the keyframes to the null object exactly as shown on the screen. After that, adjust the graph one more time until the movement looks smooth. Now the basic glass shape is ready. Next, apply the glass effect, smoothly bevel effect, and blur effect. Copy all the values exactly as shown on the screen. These effects give the shape its final glass look, so make sure every value matches the preview. Once everything looks the same as the preview, it's time to add the text. Create a text layer and type, "Can I seem to answer?" For this text, I'm using the SF Pro regular font. If you want the exact same look, you can use the same font as well. Now adjust the text size and position until everything looks clean and well aligned. I know some of you might not like this, but learning one step at a time is always easier and more enjoyable. This video is already getting a bit long, and there's still a lot more to cover. If you'd like to see part 2, just comment part 2 below. I'd love to continue this series and cover everything in detail. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.